We played that one last year, but we had to bring it out again because last year we were a bit in lockdown, weren't we? Thank you so much, Isaac. Well, my name is Hanelle, if you don't know me, and I lead the church with Ben, and I love Easter. I absolutely love Easter. Does anyone else love Easter? Yes, I love wearing pink. I absolutely love Easter bonnets, Easter gardens, Easter trees, and my dear friend Anna this year actually bought me some Easter pasta, which was fantastic. And I don't know how I got through last year without the Easter pasta, because this year it's fantastic. It's shaped like Easter, if you were wondering. But kids, tell me, what do you lot love about Easter? I do need some audience participation. What do you love about Easter? Hands up so I know.
Chocolate.
No, you don't like chocolate, do you? You do. Chocolate, what else do you love?
Easter egg hunt.
Easter egg hunts, that's good fun, isn't it?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Any adults want to tell me what they like? You can put your hands up too. Kaylee, what do you love?
Chocolate.
Ooh. June, gonna run out in the audience. What do you love, June?
I love celebrating Jesus.
For you, sorry. What do you love?
Flowers.
Flowers. She's kind of cut to the end there, June. Yes, very good. Anyone else? Anything else you love about Easter? Here we go.
Flowers.
Flowers, lovely. I didn't tell the sound people I was going out into the audience. Last one.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Okay. There's a lot of chocolate we like. What about bunnies? A few little chicks? Yeah. Oh, I forgot Eugene. Eugene, do you want to tell us what you love? What do you love about Easter? Fantastic, Eugene. I love that too. The thing is, guys, you haven't had a turn. Okay, what do you love about Easter?
Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, it's a common theme, and we are going to have one. But I do want to tell you that all the chocolates, all the chicks, all the cute little bunnies, all the little baby lambs, they're very cute, aren't they? But what do they represent? They represent new life. Can everybody say new life? Now, I'm going to say that word a few times, so we're going to do a little action with it. New life. Can you do that with me? New life. Okay, so when I say new life, you've got to do that, because I'm not going to tell you, okay? So it represents new life. But the thing is, oh, I love it. Love it. You were listening, Ben. You actually listened to me. That's good. The thing is that the chicks, the bunnies, the flowers, the butterflies, I think they are just a taste of the new life that we get to experience with Jesus, because he rose from the dead. He defeated death to give us new life in him. And that story that we just heard, what happened? What happened in the tomb? What did it look like after in that story? What was it?
It was empty.
It was empty. But not only that, there was an angel there, and she told them, or he told them, Jesus' friends, that he was alive, that Jesus was alive. And not only that, then they got to meet Jesus' friends who saw him die, then got to meet him again and realized that he was alive. They got to walk with him, talk with him, be with him, laugh with him, cry with him again. Even though they thought he was dead, he was alive. But here's the question, everybody. What does that mean for us today? Can you ask the person next to you, what does that mean for me? Well, I think I know the answer. Because Jesus died and rose again, it means that he is alive today. And we get to experience his new life. Guys, come on. Thank you, Ben, at the back there. You're doing good. We get to experience his new life today. Everything he did on the cross, and then he rose again to give us that new life. The thing is, what happened on the cross is that he took on all the yuck and all the bad things, and he decided to come back to life so that he could be with us, walk with us, talk with us by his Holy Spirit. So there's a bit later in the story where he goes back up to heaven and then he leaves like a present, his Holy Spirit with us. And that is how we get to be with him every day. So we get to have new life in him, not just today, but every day. Can you say every day? Now, the thing is, there's a good verse in the Bible that explains this, and I need some help. I need 2 volunteers. Okay. Can you? Yes, I'll take you. Up you come. And someone else. Yeah, you can come. Right, up you come. So we're going to read this verse. Now, this verse is in a book of the Bible called Corinthians. Up you come, guys. And this is our little verse that we're going to remember, and it explains what I've just been talking about. You can hold this one. There we go. And you stand over here with this one. Is that the right way around? Right, well, let's read this one together. So, hold it nice and still. Maybe hold it on both sides so you're feeling good about it. There we go. Right, those of us who can read. Anyone who belongs to Jesus has become a new person. The old life is gone, a new life has begun. So this is from 2 Corinthians. Oh, I love that. You remember the new life. So I think this is brilliant, but I think we can explain this verse with an illustration, which is the life cycle of a butterfly. So I need a caterpillar. Now this person needs to be able to wriggle a bit and be up for a challenge. It's a bit of a challenge. Isaac, I think. We need the first sleeping bag. Right, you're going to get into this sleeping bag, Mr. Caterpillar. Can you all say hello, Mr. Caterpillar? Okay, Mr. Caterpillar, can you be here? And could you please get into your caterpillar outfit? There is actually going to be another bit that we could involve Kaylee in. Yeah. Okay, in you get. Now, the thing is, Isaac, you're not allowed to use your arms. You need to get them right in. Okay, I'm just going to zip you up. Okay. Let's get your head in there. There we go. We're not weird at church, are we? Okay. Right. The thing is, here's the caterpillar. And what does caterpillar like to eat? Leaves. Here are the caterpillar's leaves. Okay. You're not allowed to use your hands, caterpillar. You just have to try and get these leaves. There we go. Yeah, let's watch him struggle. Okay. Now, hey! Now, at first, the caterpillar is having quite a bit of fun, I think. He's enjoying eating the leaves. Oh. He's having a lot of fun. And he's munching and munching, and he's getting bigger and bigger. Can you say bigger and bigger? But I think, guys, you need to stay down on the floor. But I think then what starts to happen, and this is how we can use our verse for this, I think what starts to happen is a bit like our old life that Paul is talking about. This caterpillar can start to get a little bit bored. Do you think it's looking a bit boring now? Yeah. He's getting bigger and bigger, more uncomfortable, and it's starting to feel like, a bit like in our lives when, you get up, I take the kids to school, I get them to school, I come back, I do my work, I go get the kids from school, then I bring them back, then I try and put them to sleep without falling asleep myself, and life just keeps on going, and it gets a little bit mundane. That's a bit about this old life that Paul is talking about, and we sometimes live a little bit like that, don't we? And I think the caterpillar kind of represents that at this point. But then, what happens next? You just keep going, Isaac. You can have a rest if you want. What happens next in the life cycle? What happens next? Not yet a butterfly. What's next?
They go in the cocoon.
Cocoon. Can you all say cocoon? Right, we need the cocoon. Now, Kaylee, would you like to be the cocoon? Okay. Now, the cocoon has to lie very still. So, but caterpillar, could you just shove over there? Oh, my goodness. His life is looking so boring, isn't it? Okay. Now, Mrs. Cocoon, you need to lie very still in here. In you get. You're not allowed to move. Okay. So, look at this cocoon. In you get. Shovel, shovel, shovel in. You got this, girl. There we go. So, in the life cycle, do you know what happens in the cocoon? This is crazy. You all need to lean in and say, what happens? The caterpillar eats itself and becomes a mushy caterpillar soup. Oh, yuck. Can you all say yuck? Now, I think this is another good representation of old life. When we start to just think about ourselves, it's almost like we only think about ourselves. We almost like eat ourselves. We're only thinking about me, myself, and I. It's that kind of selfishness that sometimes we all slip into. That old self. And do you know what? It can become so inward looking that you almost go into like a place of darkness, like in a cocoon, and you isolate yourself from things, and you just want to do things on your own. This is the representation of that old life. And that kind of yuck is definitely something that Jesus took on himself on the cross, or that yuck and that difficulty and that darkness. He took that on himself on the cross. So we have our caterpillar, very boring. We have our, well, you're not though, you, just the character. And we have our cocoon lying very still, only thinking about themselves. But what is next? What's the next bit in the life cycle? Now, I don't know who may want to jump up and down on a trampoline. Okay. Maisa? Yeah? Right, Maisa. The butterfly. Right, let's get this sorted. Right, let's hope the health and safety is good. Okay.
I really hope it's
So you're going to do some nice jumping? No, wait. Okay. Can you do some jumping, my darling? Right, okay. Woo! Flip your wings! Look at this new life! Look at the transformation from caterpillar to cocoon. And then this transformation, like we read in our verse, the old life is gone and a new life has begun. Look at this. Look, oh my goodness. Look at the peace. Look at the joy. Look at the self-control. Can you do a little nimble? Can you do a little split jump? Oh, lovely. So much freedom. Yeah, let's give her a round of applause. Lovely. But the thing is, you can keep jumping if you want, I don't mind. But the thing is, how do we get that? How do we get that? Well, it says in our verse, Isaac, please, if you don't want to keep rolling, you're fine, my darling. It says that anyone who belongs to Jesus has become a new person. So for this, we need to belong to Jesus. And how do we do that? Well, we just say, do you want to be my friend? Do you want to walk with me, talk with me, laugh with me, cry with me, be angry with me? Because you know what? Jesus is with us not only when we feel like this. He can be with us when we feel a bit bored. He can be with us when we feel a little bit sad and on our own. He can be with us in all these places, and he can give us new in all these stages so that we can have this freedom of being with him. So, I think you guys have done a fantastic job. Can we give our actors a big round of applause?